If it were you, would you have listened? I recently watched a video from a YouTuber that I really admire, and she said God instructed her to move out of her house when the rent wasn't due. In fact, she said they had just recently renewed the rent. Now I'm going to ask again, if it were you, would you have listened? Anyways, she said she obeyed, and weeks after she moved out, the roof of the previous house had fallen. She showed the video and it was pretty bad. Only then did she understand why God instructed her that way, and boy was she grateful. And a story reminded me of Abraham in Genesis 22 when God told him to sacrifice his only son, Isaac. Maybe if you were Abraham, you would have been like, God, I don't understand. You gave me this guy at my old age, told me to let go of the other one. Now you're taking me back to square one. I should sacrifice this only one. God, make it make sense to me, right? Maybe we would have done that. But guess what? Not even one question from Abraham. The next day, he just prepared and he moved. Which brings me to you. Yes, you. Maybe God asked you to do that thing that seems like the hardest thing to do right now. He asked you to quit that job. He asked you to leave that person. He asked you to make that change. And while all this might not make sense just yet, so far it's God. Trust me, it's going to make sense later. But one thing though, was it really God that told you to do that? And if yes, just do it. Follow him blindly because it's going to make sense later. Just move.